Welcome back, everybody, to the Mizzou Esports Twitch channel. I'm Aurora here with Son of Garrison. Gary, I'm excited. We've got a good matchup tonight for the Valorant boys. The co-ed team is going to be playing Kent State for their CVAL match of the night. It's going to be a best of 3, and we're on to map number 1, Fracture.
Yeah, we haven't seen this map in a while, so I'm really curious to see how Mizzou takes this matchup. Obviously, we saw them a couple days ago playing in those NECC qualifiers. We saw them on both Split and Lotus, but this is a new one. We haven't seen Fracture in a while. It's got a lot of interesting flank routes, and with a lot of the new agents being introduced as of late, I'm very interested to see what kind of strategy they've got cooking up this time.
Yeah, it's been a good little bit since we've seen Fracture. It is one of the newer maps, so to say. It's been in and out of the pool a lot because of just how unique it is compared to a lot of other games and a lot of other maps. It's one of those where there's 4 attack sites, 2 on A and 2 on B, one from both sides, which isn't really seen in other games because the defender or the attackers have the zipline that crosses that gap. It's very difficult, very interesting to see how the defenders play it because there's so many different choke points. Usually we see a little bit of a change, but back when it was in the meta and we did see a lot of Fracture, that the attacking side would play much more aggressively rather than playing back and giving all that space over to the attackers.
Yeah, should be a really interesting matchup, and especially with Tejo entering the lineup recently. We saw him get a little bit of play time in that last night of Valorant, specifically on Lotus. So be interested to see if they pull him out on this map. Seemed very strong when they did play him on that map. So yeah, very interested. We'll be getting into game shortly, though, and we'll see what exactly Mizzou is cooking up here.
Yeah, Tejo's going to be interesting. I'll see if anyone's playing it, and it looks like, in fact, both teams are playing it. It looks like a mirror matchup. Breach, classic. We've seen a Breach a lot on Fracture. Raze, definitely as well. A lot of really tight corridors, a lot of space that she can make very quickly. Cypher is very good on this map because the tripwires don't turn offline if you're too far away from them. Tejo, the new agent for both these teams, and then Brimstone, this is one of his maps to go to. So, very excited. We do got a mirror matchup as right now Mizzou on the attacking side. GPL. Or that was not GPL. That was, unfortunately, Frag and Dragon, our boy Dahlia, does fall on the Cypher. But it is not the worst loss as Mizzou have claimed this B site. And they will get the spike planted.
Yeah, they got over there really quickly. So down a man, they are still going to be able to play this post plant. See how Kent State
B-Dog
approach this.
Get tagged pretty low. The spam through the box. The nade's trying to find one. He does. Nice classic shot. The nade won't claim him as well, but unfortunately, Raincoat, well, Panda with the classic as well is able to find one back. 2 versus 3. Waiter's going to get stunned up. Panda here. They hear the tap. They're going to send the rockets out. That's going to stall for just a little bit. And in fact, it's going to get the kill. Panda will fall, and now it's all up to Waiter. Spike is at half. It's a 2 versus 1. They're clicking it. They're trying to hold it. Trying to get to it. He gets it off, but I don't think it was enough time that he stalled. There's 3 seconds on the clock. The defenders will get the defuse. Kent State will get round 1.
Yeah, very scrappy engagement there, and I think that early pick onto Adalia kind of sealed it. Mizzou just doesn't really have the man advantage they need to play that post plant out, and Kent State is able to take full advantage of this. We see a little bit of a flank. Mizzou setting a couple members over on the zipline. Actually, it looks like they're going to send everybody over to the opposite side, except for that Cypher who's going to be left on that lurking flank. So
Dahlia, the main one, setting up that protection over there on the other side. We also saw Kent State's Brimstone picking up the Phantom on round 2. Did get 3 kills, so a lot of money for them. GPL getting stunned. They're going to try to swing out, but he can't. Unfortunately, Waiter falls to the shock as well. The explosion. B-Dog finding a trade, but unfortunately through the smoke, it's an easy spam there for literal Chad. And now Dahlia alone in a 1v4. Maybe you can do a little bit of damage. We'll have to see. It's just a classic.
Yeah, all he's got is that classic. He's just and spotted out by the boom bot there. So everybody knows where he is.
Yeah, now you see immediately everybody is going to hunt him down, trying to find one, and the sheriff will shut it down. KSU will pick up the anti-eco. Mizzou, however, it was just classics. It was just a save. They should be able to get rifles up here and try to fight back now in this round number 3.
Yeah, so Kent State going on to their bonus round. Mizzou down 0-2. See if they decide to switch up this strategy here. We've said this already, but this is just a very interestingly designed map, so there's a number of different ways you can kind of attack this site. It looks like Mizzou, they're going to go for a split push once again, but they are going to leave Panda over there with Adalia to give a little bit more pressure on this other side flank.
Yeah, they break the camera early. That's just vision down here for KSU. They won't have as much information to start things up. Panda is going to go ahead and grab that orb, get closer to the orbital laser. Meanwhile, B-Dog grabbing one for the Rolling Thunder. There are 4 ult orbs on this map, so you can farm up those ult points pretty quickly if you can grab those.
Yeah, Mizzou playing this really slowly right now. Can't say it's a bit split. Go ahead and drop down the smoke, though.
Drop the smoke. They do break a trip, so that's another piece of utility down. There's 3 members over towards this side. Waiter, nice shot there. Finds the Cypher. That's going to very much put a wrench in Kent State's plans here on this defensive round. Losing your Sentinel always hurts.
Yeah, they're actually just going to swing Adalia back over to join the rest of the team and leave that Brimstone on the opposite side.
Hitting the stacked site as well. We see the smokes dropping, we see the stun, the nades, all the explosives are being launched. Now, GPL going onto the site. Literal Chat unfortunately finds Panda, and Raze with 2 does get shut down. Spike not down yet. Nade's gonna stall. Mizzou is just running out of time, and now GPL, the lone member in a 1v3, just no time on the clock. He's got to find these kills. He finds one, and I think they're just going to run out the clock. They will, and they'll even pick him up. Mizzou will lose their bonus, and KSU up 3.
Yeah, really rough series of events there for Mizzou. I mean, they get onto site there, but it's just a quick 2 kills from the enemy Tejo that just kind of breaks things open, and Mizzou just gets shut down before they're even able to plant the spike and get that post-plant going. So definitely some stuff needs to shape up right now. They're going to go in here with the full Stinger loadout. Once again, Adalia over on that opposite side going to go for this lurk.
Yeah, just going for the lurk. Mizzou, they're trying to force up a little bit. We see stingers. We see a bunch of small things. GPL on the side, a good flash. That's going to open up things. First blood over to Mizzou, and that's a gun upgrade. Spike not down just yet, but they're going to be getting that down here in just a second. Waiter will get it, and the Aftershock will not even come close to harming him. One away from Armageddon. B-Dog up close with the Stinger. These are the angles that Mizzou wants to fight in. Smokes down all around this site. Waiting, unfortunately, B-Dog the first to fall. Smokes are dropping. Adalia is able to find one. Panda finds another. The Molly onto the bomb to help stall. The swing, the tag. He's just trying to play his life, trying to play time, trying to make things difficult here for KSU. The tap, but I don't think it matters. There's not enough time. Waiter has stalled it out. And Mizzou have finally claimed their first round. Raincoat will find a quadra, but Waiter does find the round.
Yeah, and I think that was definitely the strategy that Mizzou was trying to go for on the previous rounds, was just to get a quick entry onto site, get that plant down, and play that post-plant with all that oppressive utility with the combination of the Breach Brimstone and Tejo. It's just so much ability to stall out the spike between the stuns, the mollies, the missiles, and they're able to properly execute it on that one as they're able to get all 5 members in safely. It was messy, though, so economy-wise, they are still going to be in a bit of a rough position.
GPL with the blast packs does get blinded, unfortunately, by his teammate. 4 members here. Adalia is still on that long flank, on that lurk, going to try to find someone, and he might just do that as he's slowly walking up. Oh, they don't see each other. Adalia, if he gets this timing, and I think he does, behind them, and unfortunately bad timing there, but he did find the raise. That's a big shutdown. GPL now backing away. Mizzou crosses the gap and makes the way over towards Dish. The timing once again so low, and Waiter and B-Dog will fall. Panda finally shuts that down, but damage done. Mizzou lose 2.
Yeah, Raincoat has consistently just been making some great mechanical plays and shutting down these flanks that Mizzou wants to go for. That's a nice shot there from GPL, though. And that actually might open this A site up for them to be able to... Oh, but here comes the Armageddon. And that is going to stall out so much time.
And
That's
it's even
actually
gonna
good.
find the kill. GPL, 1 away from the showstopper. Should be able to get plant. The tap, trying to find the kill. Down to 10. This is a very, very difficult position. Finds the first, the tap. The flash, and will not tag GPL. Trying to get this plant down. He will, but he's in a bit of a pickle. He's going to send the showstopper. He's going to launch it. It tags him very low. Both these players are 1 HP. GPL has a nade. Little chat, though. Could have crossed the jiggle peaks they're trying to see. And GPL finds the clutch.
A headshot, no less. Didn't even need to go for that, but just for style points on top of it all, GPL, really great play there. And that gets Mizzou right back into things.
Big play there from GPL to keep Mizzou alive. It's going to force KSU onto an eco with a couple of Vandals for some hero players. Raincoat 10-1. Definitely has enough to buy themselves that Vandal.
Yeah, and that's also a really good ultimate trade right there. You trade the showstopper for the Armageddon there. That Tejo ult is no longer on the table, and Mizzou's got one of their owns, along with 3 other ultimates to boot. So really big advantage in that department right now, and we'll see how Mizzou is able to leverage it.
And we see the Cypher pushing their way down. Dish does break the camera. Adalia is in a bit of an interesting position. Spots out the Rays, but unfortunately there's too many people there. Literal Chad finding 2. Waiter finally shutting that down. 2 versus 4 is a tough position. They do have the Armageddon and the Rolling Thunder, but those are big investments on this round. The Neural Theft's going to get used. Mizzou's location is compromised. They know exactly where they are. And there's going to be that orbital laser pushing them into the corner, giving so much space to Kent. Waiter just trying to play his life. B-Dog falls to the molly. Into the molly will run Ilonix. He will find Waiter as well.
Yeah, Kent State getting right back into the swing of things. 2 round losses in a row. Not going to do anything to their mental. Gonna reestablish themselves, another 2-round lead. And that's going to put a pretty big dent in Mizzou's credit bank. So they're going to have to go back to some cheaper weapons here. We see a Marshall online. Panda, the Marshall Menace. See if he's able to get anything with that. That's always a fun one to watch. You also still have those 4 ultimates online for Mizzou. None of them expended in that previous round, so could be an interesting thing here on the eco round.
GPL just stunned up, taken down. They're trying to find it. They do. Waiter, nice headshot. Will go ahead and find a trade on back. And that's the Brimstone. That's been one of Kent State's strongest players. It's a big pickup here, and it's a rifle over for B-Dog, too.
Yeah, playing really slow right now. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but Kent State no longer has their smokes, and that's some pretty crucial util off the table now. So Mizzou, they have a bit of an easier entry. Neural Theft going to get invested. That's going to reveal all these Kent State players, and just going to use that to their advantage, grabbing some space onto this A site. Here comes the spike.
Invested. Can't get that spike down, and Waiter is even going to fall to that rocket. So Panda is now the one forced to try to get this spike down, and he will. The Aftershock is going to push him into the corner. He's still alive. Mizzou is going to burn their own Rolling Thunder now. The Sheriff shots are just not landing for Adalia. However, the Aftershock will be able to find something. Adalia now falls. There's going to be the Showstopper that finds Panda. B-Dog in a 1v2, and he can't do much else. Kent State finds their 5th.
We saw the Marshall Menace, got 1 kill there, but not nearly enough. Panda not able to quite hold down the fort on the eco round, and Kent State is able to pick that one up. And it's actually ends up being a pretty expensive round for Mizzou, despite saving on those weapons, as they decided to invest with the Neural Theft and the Rolling Thunder. So down to 2 ultimates. They did trade out the Showstopper, but that was an expensive fight that didn't necessarily need to be that way. They're going to have rifles coming in to next, but yeah, you've got that Armageddon available. That's probably going to be the key tool heading forward.
Yeah, Mizzou, they need to start picking up some of these rounds. Missiles are out. They're going to try to find something. GPL is going to go up top. It's going to open up tower, and they're going to try to find someone, but there's just no one. Molly is going to push them off of a good plan side, and GPL right into the trap wire will fall, but he will find a trade for himself with that nade. B-Dog, here's one on the flank. The timing is just unfortunate for B-Dog. Waiter, though, able to find one back. The nade will go out, but it will not find Waiter. Adalia is able to find one. Orbital laser used by Panda to stall out this plant. It was just a tap, but it does help stall out. Missiles used as well are going to stall even longer. And I think Mizzou have it. And yeah, that should secure the round. Panda finds that last one. And that was it. And Adalia will even clean up the rest of Kent State. Find their third.
Yeah, I think that's really the power of that Brimstone and Tejo combo, is you're just able to stall that spike out for so long on the post plant. Interesting coming in here. It looks like there's going to be an operator for the defense. Alonix is going to be hovering that, and they seem to be sticking it, so just going to have to be a bit more careful on their approach here.
Yeah.
Not get caught out by this.
I don't know if they're going to read this, that there is an operator. Lucky for them, they're not going that direction. So GPL, already good stun there by the breach to set up his teammate, and now GPL has made a lot of space. Up close, there is a breach, or is a Brimstone, and he will even the trades out. Panda onto the site. The Molly gets a lot of damage, but it will only delay a good trade there. Breach for breach. Waiter, not going to be able to get this spike down. And in fact, is going to be forced off into the waiting arms of Swaggy, who finds a second. And now, Dahlia looking for 2. Swaggy will find 3.
Yeah, I mean, Raincoat, he goes down in that round, but he has just been so consistent on picking up these trades and kills. And yeah, you don't even really see much value come out from the operator that round. I'm not even sure it got a kill, but because Kent State is just able to follow up without it. So Mizzou forced onto another eco round. Going to be coming in here with mostly classics. Still sitting on that Armageddon. They haven't used that ultimate yet. So we'll see what they plan for that.
We'll see. GPL trying to get close with a stinger. Flashes so much utility. The Aftershock as well pushes him out of that corner. Swaggy finds one. A nice go there from B-Dog, though, to try to even things out, but Mizzou has just been chipped down. Door will close. 4 members for KSU is over here. The swing out, GPL. Nice shot there from Panda. Forced to back away. Paint Shells just making it so difficult. And now with that collateral, it is just GPL. They see an operator, and they will fall to a classic.
Oof. Yeah, eco round, not much that I think Mizzou is really hoping to get there, but they are going to be coming in here with some better weapons. Got to be able to roll in with the rifles here, and they do have that Showstopper online now. GPL was able to work his way up to that in that previous round, so that could be a decent entry tool for them, but still playing into this operator. They've actually switched it over to the Teo instead of the Raze, which is a bit interesting. Not sure what they're planning for that.
Not sure what they're planning to yet either. GPL up close is stunned. The swing out does get dinked and will fall. Now we see that No theft invested here from KSU. Waiter finds one through the smoke. A lucky pick. Mizzou is going to get sandwiched here if they're not careful. They're trying to push out of door, and they will. They'll find one. All of them have been revealed. All of them have been suppressed. There is a flanking raise very quickly. Waiter up close. There is a Tejo here. Tejo will find one. The raise on the flank will find another. They will find B-Dog as well. KSU up to 8.
He had the crosshair placement too, but Ilonix is just a little bit quicker on the trigger. And Mizzou in a rough position in their last round and a half. Facing at best an 8-4 margin heading onto their defense. It's been a really rough offense so far for them. They're still sitting on a ton of ultimates. They still have not used that Teo ultimate. They've been holding on to that for the entire half. And they don't even have enough credits to get Vandals for this round. So they're going to be running in here with not great weapons, a whole lot of ultimates, but will they be able to use them?
It's just tough. It's the last round. There's no point in not using them. GPL will unfortunately not use any. They will find 3 with the orbital laser. B-Dog will find something and will not find anything else.
I don't think I've ever seen an orbital ray get that many kills. That was disgusting. And Mizzou has got to not be feeling great after that one. Heading on to their defense, I guess we'll see what they have planned for this. They do have a pretty, I guess, a defensive-heavy comp. They've got the Breach, they've got the Tejo, they've got the Brimstone. A lot of tools to slow the other team down. And that might be what Mizzou wants to go for here, because we've seen them try to play a faster pace on that offense, and it got shut down time and time and again. So yeah, we'll see how this matchup goes on defense, but Mizzou not looking too great right now.
Yeah, KSU has just had Mizzou's number this whole game. 9-3 curse is still real. It can still happen. It's just a tough situation to be in.
Yeah, slow start for Kent State. They're going to stay in their own spawn. They do have this Cypher Lurk, who's actually really deep behind Mizzou right now. They need to be very careful of that.
The timing.
Oh, yeah, they almost spotted him out there.
They do know now, as that camera will get destroyed. Kent State playing again very slowly right now. Panda moving up, sees the cage, waiting, not expecting the cross, and unfortunately Panda falls. Raincoat able to find some as well. B-Dog waiting for timing. He finds one. Adalia finds one as well. This is a big position for Mizzou. It's a very winnable position. 2 versus 2. Spike not down. B-Dog in a good position here. Smokes down. B-Dog might try find a play. They're going to send the Aftershock. That's going to stall the plant. Just a little bit. They're going to get back onto it. A flash up top. Trying to spring through. Raincoat will find 1, find 2, find 3, and find the 4th.
Yeah, I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but Raincoat has just been on fire this entire match. 22 kills. He's doubled the next closest person on his team and does not show any signs of slowing down. Mizzou, on the other hand, going to be forced into another eco round. The Marshall Menace out once again. Panda sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard right now. We'll see if he's able to pick up anything else with that, but stingers across the board otherwise. And Mizzou, it is dire straits right now on map 1.
Yeah, dire straits. It is map 1. They do still have a couple more maps to go to. It's not one and done, but this isn't a good look on your first map. Maybe they just haven't put in the reps on the Fracture like they have some of those other maps. Or maybe KSU just is a little bit, right now, more confident than Mizzou. And confidence is one of those things in Valorant where if you have it, you feel unstoppable.
Yeah, Panda just looking for a sight line with this Marshall right now. Doesn't really see anything.
KSU playing very slowly, sending 4 members over here towards drop.
Yeah, but
no one from Mizzou is watching this. We're on his way over now.
they're pretty much uncontested on B site right now.
And that's going to signal to Mizzou that, hey, maybe something's going on over by drop. GPL is just caught unaware.
Yeah, they're able to rotate the rest of the members to join that flank on A site. Get that plant down.
Flash through a good stun to stop any follow-up. The aftershock as well. Mizzou is just in a difficult position. They're going to try to push through this door, try to find these members. They're able to find one, trying to find two, and that they will. 3 versus 3, 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1. Adalia in a 1v3 needs to find something, and that he cannot. Kent State goes up to 11. 1 away from map point for game number 1, and 2 away from taking it.
Yeah, really clever rotation from Kent State there, followed up from some great mechanical plays from their players, and Mizzou just did not have an answer whatsoever, and they're 1 round away from going to match point on this first map here, and they've got to save. They simply do not have the credits to work with, so it's going to be a full sheriff loadout for the entire team. Really rough situation to be in right now.
Yeah, really, really rough. They need a miracle. They need to upset Kent State this round, especially as GPL does get stunned. A nice shot there from Waiter to try to make a hero play, but unfortunately, Kent State answer with 2 back, make it 3. GPL falls. Kent State have the site. They're going to try to find Adalia, and that they will. They're hunting for an ace, and Panda? Nice hops there to get around the trip.
Yeah, he's got a sheriff and a dream, but it's a 1v4 situation right now. There's an Armageddon available for Kent State if they need it.
Oh, the timing. The timing there is unfortunate. Thought he had the angle. Does get suppressed, and that will be a Kent State ace.
Mizzou, they're going to have credits to spend here, but they are on match point, which means they have got to win out from this point forward. And that means, I mean, what, 10 rounds in a row? Not a great...
9 rounds.
Yeah, well, 9 rounds to force OT. And then a couple more after that, but it is not looking good for them.
It's tough. It is a very, very tough.
And that is not the way you want to start.
That is not how you want to start this.
That is an even worse
That
way
is
to
not.
start.
GPL finally finds something. Mizzou have found another, though, across the map. And, in fact, a nice shot there from Adalia. We'll find another. Mizzou have the numbers lead now. They know where these last few members are. Aftershock used. Unfortunately, B-Dog swings out into the eyes of Rays.
Yeah, the rest of Kent State, they're going to go ahead and rotate over back through spawn. It looks like they're going to... Well, actually, it looks like they were thinking about going over that A site, but they're actually going to double back and head back over to B site now. And does Mizzou know that this is what they're planning?
Do they know? They've got a lot of time.
Yeah, and Adalia has these cameras set up.
If he can get the neural theft off, he will. That's actually massive for Mizzou. They know these members are here. They don't have time to really run back. Mizzou is just going to regroup. They're going to get one caught in the tripwire. The plant is tapped but not finished, and finally it will get completed. GPL has a lot. That's going to be the Armageddon, though. That's going to stall Mizzou out for just a little bit. In fact, Aftershock is going to stall for even longer.
Yeah, Mizzou time is not on their side right now, but Chad has got a really nasty crossfire going.
They do.
Adalia,
they are able to cross. They don't know where this last member is. They have to assume he's either up in tower or down on by box, the stun. And that's going to claim Adalia. There's just no time, even if GPL wanted it.
Oof.
KSU, Kent State, off to a really strong start.
Yeah, and a really nice headshot to close things out there. Kent State just mechanically and strategically had Mizzou's number that entire map. Once again, it could be a practice differential, could be a skill differential. We'll see what Mizzou has in terms of adjustments going into the next few maps.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to have to look at the drawing board again. Kent State just looked dominant throughout that whole map. Maybe it's just that they've really repped those hours on Fracture, and Mizzou just, it's on one of their maps that they really play a lot, kind of slipped through those bans, and maybe they're going to need to take a look at it in the future. But we'll have to wait and see. Don't go anywhere. Game 2, Mizzou versus Kent State, up in just a few. We'll see you then. Welcome back. Quite a short break, but we're already ready going into map number 2. It's going to be Haven. Mizzou once again on that attacking side. Kent State on the defensive side. That map 1 did not look good, but we're back to something we're a little bit more comfortable at. We've seen Mizzou do very, very well on Haven before, and we get to see him do it again.
Yeah, short break following a short map 1. Not the best gameplay overall for Mizzou, but once again, this is a map we have a lot more experience with. Haven, we see this a lot. Fracture, I couldn't even tell you the last time I've seen us play that. So we'll see. Mizzou has probably a better game plan for this map. And yeah, we'll see what they have rolling out for this.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm assuming we're just going to see the pretty stock standard comp that we saw a lot last semester. We've seen it plenty of times. It's been around for one of the longest maps. It's been around since the beta. Not a lot has really changed. There's been a couple of adjustments. Killjoy has been in and out of the meta, depending on nerfs. We've seen some Neon, a lot of Jet, but I'm not surprised by either of these comps. Cypher has kind of come back into the meta recently. Killjoy fallen out in favor of him. Neon definitely is one of those duelist options here on Haven, and Mizzou is going to go running that Jet, which is something that they do enjoy to do. GPL, excited to see the Jet.
Yeah, we've seen them run Neon here before. I think we've seen some teams actually run Yoru here as well, but Mizzou going to go with more of the tried and true setup here with that Jet.
GPL does get tagged. Unfortunately, B-Dog will fall. A nice shot there thanks to the help of the dart. Means that Mizzou will get one, but Mizzou is just crumbling all around. GPL at 10, dashing into the smoke. Panda there to cover his teammate as well, has the paranoia. GPL with 3. It's all up to this Sentinel player here from KSU, and he'll find 1, he'll find 2, he'll find 3 for himself in a clutch. KSU once again claiming another pistol.
Yeah, I talked a lot about Raincoat on that last map, but Swaggy, he has been consistently just a thorn in the side of Mizzou. He has been going on some crazy flanks on the Cypher, just constantly lurking in the backline, and he does it again right there. Just comes in out of nowhere. Mizzou's not even expecting it, and just catches the last 2 members off guard in a situation that Mizzou definitely is wishing they could try again. So they're going to be heading into the second eco round, trying to recoup here.
Yeah, trying to recoup, trying to fight back. It's been a struggle for Mizzou this series so far. It's not over. Still a lot to play in map number 2, but they don't have another map to drop. They've got to win this and the next one, the reverse sweep, in order to take victory here against Kent State.
Yeah, and right now they're just playing very slow. Not really sure where they're going to go. It looks like they want to send that Cypher up mid and then push onto this A site. That seems to be one of the more open sites right now. It's just going to be covered by that Sova for the moment, but you do have that Neon.
Oh, the Neon
Oh.
flank, the timing. Spots him. The shots are just wide. Panda. Marshall Menace the clutch. In fact, finds two with that Marshall. Smokes are out. Waiter should be able to get this plant. Stuns. Try to stall, but it will not work. Panda forced off the angle. B-Dog will fall. Dahlia on his way up. GPL with that Sheriff able to find another. Dahlia, Bucky watch.
Oh, here comes.
Finds one. Finds almost two. Waiter able to help his teammate.
Cinema. That's cinema right there.
Mizzou with the Bucky and with help of some nice shooting there from Panda with two crucial Marshall shots.
Yeah, I didn't see the Bucky on the buy screen. I think that might have been a pickup by Kent State, and Adalia just grabs it off of one of the down players. So
It might have been on the Neon.
yeah, that would be most likely. We've seen that before. Neon's definitely one of those characters you like to put the shotguns on, but Mizzou finally able to answer back. I think that finally snaps that round losing streak that started last map. So they are on the board, tied game.
Tied game. Kent State trying to fight mid, trying to see if Mizzou is going to do anything mid. They send 3 members, and now they're playing this gamble. They were thinking about sending all 5 members over towards that A site, but decided against it. As we see some rotates now over to C.
Yeah. They actually have the Jet lurking over on that A site still. Rest of the team poking and prodding at B. They're actually going to break the Omen and the Cypher. Actually, no, they're going to have the Omen and the Cypher rejoin the rest of the team. Looked like they might have wanted to send one of them to try and get an angle on C. That is not going to be the case.
Dart used to try to see if there's any tripwires. Camera set up over by A. It is just the Cypher here. 4 members of Kent State over by that C. 35 seconds left on the clock. And Mizzou, I think they're going to want to push over towards this A site.
Yeah, I think they know. Oh, and they know the Cypher flank's coming.
They know. Adelia sniffs it out, and
Yeah.
that's going to be the go button here for Mizzou.
They
It's
gotta
an
go
open
fast,
site.
Wide open. Every single member for Kent State was over on C. And Mizzou has all the space in the world to work with for this post plant.
I like that camera there mid for Dahlia. Covers any sort of flank as we see a lot of util be dumped onto the site. Panda in the corner able to find one. However, a lot of kills back over, but Dahlia easily finds a nice 4K for himself and keeps Mizzou from dropping technically their bonus, but we'll call it just a save round against KSU.
Yeah, it's a really good attempt with the Neon to try and get in there. Mizzou has a really nice crossfire set up, but you see that wall comes up, and that just completely splits off that dual angle that Mizzou was working with. And Kent State almost able to flip that back over, if not for some heroics from Adalia. Definitely having a much better performance overall than last map. I mean, if Mizzou picks up this next one, they will have equaled their round win total from the entire last map.
That they would. Trap gets broken. They're onto the site, and Waiter should be able to claim this spike plant as we'll get stunned, but just a couple of chip damage from shock darts.
Oh, Adalia has a nice flank going here.
Paranoia
Neon
out.
moving in. Ooh.
Elonix with 2. Make that 3. B-Dog finds 1. Elonix is very angry. It's all up to Adalia once again. The tap. He's holding it. He's sticking. Adalia needs to go big, and he can't just yet. KSU all squared once again.
Yeah, I think Adalia, a little bit of overconfidence there after that 4K last round. Thinks he can try and win that one with the neural theft, but it's not a great position that Mizzou's put the spike in, especially with Adalia being that last one standing. It gives a lot of nice cover over to Kent State for them to go for the defuse after everybody else on Mizzou's side is dead, and Adalia just doesn't really have a great angle to work with there. So Kent State is going to equal things up here. Short-lived lead for Mizzou, but they have the jet knives available. actually go ahead and drop
Nice
in.
shot,
Ooh.
GPL with the Blade Storm.
Yeah, the From the Shadows gets invested too, and the Omen has just TP'd all the way over onto C site.
And he's even going to find that Cypher in the back of the head. Mizzou finds 2 opening picks, and this might be what Mizzou needs to take back this lead from Kent State.
Oh, and this jet flank is so big right now. Although GPL, he doesn't know that the rest of Kent State has already rotated past this, so he's moving a bit slower.
Paranoia invested here. Nice shot. Good flank here from GPL. That's going to put a big buffer in things. As in fact, there's a operator on Raze here that I think he wants to try to save, and Mizzou don't want to let him. If they can find it, that they can. B-Dog takes it like a champ.
Yeah, really nice stuff there. Mizzou going to be cleaning that one back up and further establishing an economy lead here. And that was one of the crucial things last map, is that they really were never able to establish a good foothold with the economy, and it just kept spiraling out of control from there. So having this lead now is really big for them to try and regain some momentum in this map and in this series going forward. It was a lot of ultimates invested. They are still going to have that Hunter's Fury, but they are playing into 3 ultimates on the side of Kent State.
Kent State playing very aggressive down C. 2 members down there with the help of the Sova and the Omen. They're trying to catch Mizzou off guard. Hunter's Fury now invested here from Kent State. Will not find too much, as GPL will get tagged by the spy cam. Fortunately, they are caught unaware as there is a flanking Cypher, but Panda and Waiter finally able to clear up that problem. They send out the drone, they get a tag. Spike not down just yet, but it is a 2v1. Panda, 20 HP. 1 shot away, and as Mizzou backs down towards long, I think this is a good play. Waiter has the Hunter's Fury, can play off of his teammate.
Yeah, this is a really hard situation for Kent State to try and re-engage. Mizzou's just got such a nasty angle here, plus the Hunter's Fury to stall things out. He's got to clear these 2 members before he can even go for the defuse.
He's got a... And Waiter is there for the trade. Panda falls, but will not fall for nothing.
So Mizzou, 2-round lead. I believe their biggest of the day so far. And they don't even have to burn any of their ultimates to do so. In fact, they actually get 2 ultimates out of Kent State for that. Very good trade overall. And once again, they're continuing to deepen this economy lead. Kent State, they're going to have to burn some credits on some Vandals and Phantoms just to try and stop the bleeding. And they're also going to throw in the Judge on Elonix. Neon, obviously, a pretty deadly character with the Judge, one of the better ones to use it. But
will get used, will get destroyed. Dahlia down towards C, just on that lurk, waiting to see. There's been some aggression from Kent State down there, so seeing if it's repeated as Mizzou. 4 members over towards this A site. KSU have 3 floating here. And I think they want to engage on this site. B-Dog with the flash. Nice trade. Unfortunate there for Waiter to fall at that time. Neon with a big swing, but Adalia, that flank working out well, catches Raincoat.
disabling the drone, not able to use that, really prevents Kent State from having crucial recon as Mizzou still trying to figure out which site they want to go towards.
Rise up close, finds GPL. Paranoia to stall, but Panda's there for a trade. 30 seconds, 2 versus 3. Mizzou.
This site's open if they get in quickly.
That they do. They will be able to get this plant down. Breach on the flank, but it will get caught by that tripwire.
Swaggy's got this high ground angle right now, which is a little tough. They spotted out the breach.
And they will find the breach. Panda does fall, however.
That's a little bit of an unfortunate angle for them to both be stacking on.
Yeah, and it's a clean
Able to get it in the end, yeah.
clean double up there from Mizzou. Just not really any way for the Cypher to jump down and find those unless while he's jumping, you know, he fires 2 shots and they both land perfectly. But that never happens.
Yeah, and I think you can just tell so far how much more experienced Mizzou is on this map compared to Fracture. They just look so much more disciplined. Their rotations are cleaner. Their setups and angles are cleaner. And they just seem to be performing much, much better. And they've got a lot of ultimates to work with going into this next round. And a continuously growing credit lead.
From the shadows here for Mizzou. Rolling Thunder as well. Panda trying to dodge it. It was a good attempt, but unfortunately cannot get the timing just right. But good play. Big investment of ultimates here for Mizzou, but they will get the site. Flank here, however, for Kent State will find one and only one waiter there to help out the team.
Yeah, a lot of recon being deployed by both teams, trying to spot each other out. The Cypher once again leveraging that high ground angle, and Kent State dumping util into the re-engage. B-Dog finds one.
Nice shot. GPL with 2 and B-Dog with the last. Mizzou claim their 6th. Good job playing off their teammates there. They look much, much more comfortable on this map.
Yeah, Mizzou loves that A site in particular too. They're just having a really good time getting in there and basically just leveraging those 3 main angles that on those re-engages. So they plant the spike in more of a forward position. They leverage the sewer angle, one in that little cubby off to the side and one off that main angle. And it just makes it an absolute nightmare for Kent State to try and get back in there. We've seen Swaggy go up to the high ground to try and contest that, and that's been working okay, but just not enough to get the space for the rest of the team to re-engage there. So Mizzou just really abusing that map geometry to its fullest extent.
Yeah, they definitely look like they've had the reps on this map much, much, much more comfortable than we saw in Fracture. And you can just tell by the scoreline, by the numbers that each player is dropping. They're really confident, they're supporting themselves, and they know how to hold these angles, clear these angles, and just play as a team.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that even we talked about on the first map, it looked like a bit of a mechanical difference with some of those players on the side of Kent State, and you're not seeing that as much on this map even. So that sort of confidence and being able, more experience with this map, I think is also translating into more confidence in that mechanical play.
Definitely, but we do see Kent State full buy versus full buy. Kent State going to try to figure out what went wrong, pause to help reassess and fight back against Mizzou as they've already claimed 6 and are looking to claim more. Now we see first time this half, first time in a while, a mid-hit Panda. A good start, able to find the Cypher. And a good call here, I like this. You find the pick, you bait the rotates, you bait the util, and then you rotate on over yourself to the C site. They're going to get this plant. Waiter's going to head down towards long with this Hunter's Fury, with all the util. Panda in a great position here if they're not expecting it. And a good stun. Finds one. Can he get to safety? Yes, he can. Sends the shock out, and Panda will dodge the shock. GPL able to claim that. Panda with 3. And KSU, the pause, could not do much. They found 1 this round. Adelia here.
And they're pretty much out of time at this point.
They're out of time, and I think Adelia is going to go hunting here for this Omen. I don't think he wants to let this Omen save. He's on such a good flank.
Ooh.
Can he find it in time? He's starting to run. No, he cannot.
Not able to get the trade there, but yeah, I mean, I talked about Mizzou abusing that A-site angle and angles, and Kent State, they pop the pause. They're probably talking about what went wrong and how to better approach that A site. And what does Mizzou do straight out of the pause? They go for C. So really throwing Kent State for a loop there. I think they knew that they were probably going to be discussing how to deal with that A site post plant and just completely upending that strategy there by throwing a wrench in things. And Mizzou getting creative. It's producing results.
Dart will get some tags. 4 members of KSU over here. Just that Cypher on the lurk over by that C site. Mizzou backing up. Feeling that KSU might have tried something out, especially with that deep smoke. Waiter breaks the camera. Cypher in a very scary corner. Mizzou does not clear it. However, on their way back over towards this A site, they have a drone. A good stun though, but the drone will spot out one. And from the shadows just to get to safety after being in such a bad position. GPL dash will expire and KSU still has 4 members over by the site.
Yeah, Mizzou just going to go ahead and back off. Kent State stacking a ton of members on A. They don't want to leave that site open again. And Mizzou, a lot of time has been drained off the clock, so they're going to have to make a choice here.
I think it's going to be the C site. Smokes go up. Dart goes to the back of the site. There's no one here. The Dart will get a couple scans, and that's going to be that rolling thunder. All the stuns, all the util being dumped on Mizzou. 10 seconds left on the clock. Spike's still not down. They just don't have the time. Spike is not onto site. GPL able to find 2, but damage is done. Mizzou will not have the time to get this plant off. They will get a little bit extra money, but that is it. KSU finally able to strike back and pick up their 3rd.
Yeah, they just had a couple more seconds left on the board. Might have been able to make that work. Panda almost gets over to C site to get that spike down. He does get it down in the post-round period, so he's going to get a little bit of extra money for himself. But Kent State finally stems the bleeding. Able to cut the lead down to 4. Mizzou, though, still have plenty of credits in the bank. They're going to be able to full buy, and they've got 2 ultimates ready to go.
Yeah, 2 readies to go. 2 more rounds this half as well. Mizzou looking to repeat or reverse the scoreline of map number 1 with a 9-3 for themselves. Is Spike going to go down very quickly here?
Yeah, really quick push onto B site. They have a great setup here, crossfire angles, and not a great pincer position for Kent State to be in. They only have the Cypher on the lurk, but the Neon's going to go in really quick here.
In a bit of a predicament, and he will fall. Waiter playing back has the Hunter's Fury. That's going to be that neural theft. We see the Aftershock being used here to try to stall, and that it will. Swaggy finds another. Hunter's Fury now invested. Finds 1. Finds 2.
Oh.
And that might just be the nail in the coffin here for KSU. Waiter with 3. Mizzou claimed their 8th. A good post plant from Mizzou.
Yeah, who needs a Tejo when you have the Breach CVAL combo? We talked about taking time off the clock that last round. Mizzou gets that quick plant in there, and they know they have the ultimates and the abilities available to them to just stall that spike out for so long that even with the trades, they're able to clean that one out in the end. And just a massive Hunter's Fury from Waiter to close that round out. Didn't even need to get kills with that. It stalled the timeout long enough, but managed to pick up a couple anyway.
Oh, that Aftershock able to actually find the Neon in the corner up close with the Blade Storm. Can't find it, but Panda finds a trade back. Now KSU investing their own Hunter's Fury, and Mizzou's from the shadows from Panda to get to backside. He's going to go ahead and cross on over. Raincoat finds B-Dog, a good paranoia. Finds both of these players. They're blind. They're trying to get to safety. They're trying to wait it out. Panda's able to teleport away. They're waiting for this long flank here. And they find it. Find 1. Find 2. Adalia. with the flank means that Mizzou does reverse the scoreline, their own 9-3.
And Kent State bought an operator that fight. Adalia thinks about saving it for his team, but just ends up dropping it. But that is a big, well, I guess end of the round, so not too, I got a little confused there, I'll be honest. Not too big of an investment loss there, but yeah, complete opposite scoreline to what we saw that last map. Mizzou coming out of the first half up 9-3 and looking just as dominant, if not more, than Kent State was on Fracture. And yeah, this pistol round gonna be pretty crucial. Kent State really needs this one if they want to get back on the board here and keep that momentum, and at least establish some momentum going forward.
Mizzou, they want this. And GPL, that's a good way to start this off. They find Swaggy through the wall with that Sheriff. Big pickup here for Mizzou to start off the first round. A nice timing for Dalev. Is able to also scout out that Sova.
Yeah, Kent State just playing really slowly in their spawn right now. Most of Mizzou stacked up and moving through sewers here. Might be waiting for an opportunity to pounce on this stack for Kent State.
Oh, they don't realize that there's a breach. And Kent State, they understand the situation, and they're going to run over towards A. It's a ring around the rosy situation.
Yeah, map has been flipped right now. Still got the Cypher over on the lurk for Mizzou, though, so they are going to be able to set up a bit of a crossfire here.
Cypher can get in that position. The shock or the dart goes out. The good paranoia here from KSU finds a lot of Mizzou. That's going to stall things out. Waiter with the right clicks can't find it. GPL able to find something. Dahlia, there's the timing. Mizzou on the spike. It's at half. Panda was thinking about holding it. It's a 1v1. The tap, it's at half.
Ooh. Oh, he doesn't know.
They don't know the smoke's going to drop. He sees the gun. He finds the head.
Yeah, that was a little bit lucky right there. The little tip of the ghost just poking out of the smoke there. Panda, really good job spotting that out and lands a nice headshot to clean things up there. Looked a little scary at the end, but Mizzou comes out on top, and they're up to 10 rounds won. Kent State really on the back foot right now, and on top of all of that, the Marshall Menace has returned.
Panda on that Marshall. Kent State feeling like they're backed into a corner are now going to force up themselves. We see Stingers, half armor, regen armor, full armor, a Sheriff. They're also heavily investing into this round to try to upset Mizzou. Let's see if it works out. There's a lot of members on Kent State over towards this mid side. B-Dog, a good spray, finds one through the smoke. Panda not as lucky on the other side though. Falls as well. No Marshall Menace this time. Camera, really good scouting. Finds two. Mizzou finds another. They're now up one. They know one's in the back and they will claim it. GPL with that outlaw finds another. And will find the second as well. Mizzou only lose one and they will find their 11th. This is looking like a reversive fracture right now.
Yeah, they took the Marshall Menace off the board, but it was not enough. And Mizzou, 11-3 right now. Absolutely dominating here on Haven. I mean, we talked about them having experience on this map, but like this is one of their best maps. They're really showing it off right here. Gonna head into the bonus round now, and this is a crucial one for Kent State, but they don't even really have the credits to spend here. They're gonna be coming in here with Vandals, Stingers, just a couple classics.
Yeah, they're forcing. There's not really much else that Kent State can do other than hope. To upset Mizzou. Looking for the outlaw shots, a good dash to safety up top with the updraft, the smoke as well. GPL is just trying his best to stay alive, and that he will.
Oh my god.
Adalia, on the other hand, not as lucky, will fall. Kent State will find the first and will go ahead and get that plant down as well. Now Mizzou, in a bit of a little tricky situation, needs to find some of these early picks in this post plant now. Time ticking away. Waiter. That's the opening that Mizzou needs. All of these members are stuck on site, and Waiter trying to clear some space will fall. Panda now in a 1v3. Will not
Ooh. Yeah, just
do
not
much.
checking his angle there.
Raincoat. A nice shot with that Guardian means that KSU will fight back, not just for a little bit here on this attacking side of Haven. 4-11 scoreline.
Yep, gonna be mostly a full buy for both teams, but
Oh,
do my eyes deceive me?
yeah, it's the Panda Bucky.
We've got Bucky Watch in the house. He actually has the double shotgun. He's got the Bucky and the shorty. And Panda, we could be in for a treat here.
Cover going out.
Someone gonna walk through here. Waiter just poking on A site. Can't say.
Oh,
Ooh, shots through the smoke. They
does get a dink through the smoke. Panda up close, waiting to see if anyone oversteps.
Kent State actually already has their Hunter's Fury online. And
Nice,
Bucky
Bucky.
Watch.
Wait, he's got the Bucky and the shorty. Unfortunately, will fall to Chad through that safer cage, and GPL will fall to Rays across the map.
We've been eating good this week. That's our 4th Bucky kill of the week. Getting a little bit spoiled out here.
Waiter trying to find this. He will. It's going to even things up. Meanwhile, KSU sending 2 over towards this A site. Thinking about sending the dart. Hasn't just yet. Will now send it. B-Dog. Dart will get a scan. The stun. The smoke. Spots the Omen. Just the wrong timing. Spots the corner as well. And now
Yeah.
it's a 3 versus 2. They've got a flank they got to worry about too, but Rays is just putting a stop to it before it even comes into play. 4K for the KSU Omen.
Yeah, there was almost a little bit of anti-synergy there. The Omen drops the smoke and cuts off the headshot, or would-be headshot angle for his own breach, but Kent State able to hold on in the end and looking a fair bit better on their offense so far compared to their defense. So Mizzou once again forced onto an eco round. We've got another Bucky in the house. We got Bucky Watch and Martial Menace in one round. Oh boy.
Oh boy, the knives come out here for Mizzou GPL. Trying to find something. Waiter will get the Hunter's Fury as well. Couple big ultimates.
Yeah, Kent State.
Bucky
Playing pretty
Watch
slow.
again.
Yep. But B-Dog just going to be playing backside right now. Going to completely back off, actually. And Kent State really unsure of what they want to do. And
Ooh, nice
A-site
shot.
probably off the table now. GPL shuts down that would-be push. Looks like, actually, they might be sending the Omen up to try and clean something up there, but not sure what the plan is now for Kent State. They still have that Cypher lurking mid. He's going to come face-to-face with a Bucky soon if he's not careful, though. B-Dog just
Oh.
waiting.
He will find it. The Bucky strikes again.
My God.
30 seconds here for KSU. They don't really know where they want to go yet. I think it's going to be this.
They know the Bucky's still here.
They know the Bucky is there. They know exactly where it is.
Yeah, when you put it on an immobile character
Ooh.
like that.
Panda trying to find something will not be able to and will fall.
Yeah, forced into a bad angle. But not a lot of time left. They're going to have to get the spike down quickly.
Oh, they can't! Mizzou has claimed the round by time. They
Wow.
get a thrifty as well. GBL going up top to try and find something. Mizzou will win it out on time with a nice play, nice headshot there at the end.
Yeah, they
to
just
stop that plant.
They just did not see him coming in from the side and just completely shuts down that plant. Wow, so much time taken off the board by really just Kent State being very indecisive on I mean, a round where they very much outspent Mizzou. Oh boy, and now GPL has the operator. Match point here. This is dicey.
Oh, Trip will get destroyed. Adalia stuck on the backside is revealed.
Oh.
Is stuck.
Oh,
There's a Hunter's Fury. There's nowhere to go. GPL will get tagged by that Hunter's Fury as well. Down to 5 HP.
Spike planted.
Panda across the map. Not expecting that lurking Cypher. Falls as well. And I think this is a good call. You don't have smokes. You have an operator who's at 1 HP. I think it's time to save.
Yeah, I mean, not much else he could do. Waiter's just going to take a look at some lore, it looks like.
He's catching up on his reading.
Yep. Interesting stuff. Getting some knowledge. Student athletes.
Yeah. They're students first.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Here comes the push, though.
Oh, one falls. Waiter to cover. And
Oh, they're
unfortunately,
not able to
all
keep
of
it.
Mizzou will crumble at the end.
Yeah. Aggressive push from Kent State pays off, and overall they've been looking a lot more aggressive on their offense, but still an impressive mountain to climb, sitting at match point right now. Mizzou just going to go ahead and opt to save. There's really no point in buying here right now. You're at match point. You only need one more round to seal the game. No point overspending. Just save your credits and get ready for a bigger round later down the line.
Yes. Getting ready. It's a big round. If Mizzou...
This is a massive flank. They have 4 people pushing in to Kent State spawn, and they get discovered by the tripwire.
Oh, they do get tagged by the tripwire. Kent State knows that there's quite the flank here from Mizzou. And they... Oh, nice shot from Waiter. Looking for more. They will get a gun upgrade here. Adalia, very peacefully.
He's in
Waiting.
an interesting spot right now.
That he is. Waiter, another one. Mizzou on the eco. The save round trying to find this. Waiter with 3. Still alive. B-Dog finds it. And the last one will go the way of Adalia. Mizzou on the save round.
Yeah, an absolutely wild flank comes through there. And Mizzou just completely catches Kent State off guard. And with the Sheriffs in hand, Waiter just completely goes off there. And Mizzou claims a fairly dominant victory on Haven. A really good bounce back round after that pretty much disaster on map 1.
Yeah, definitely is a good look for Mizzou. I guess it is just those reps on Fracture. They just haven't played it enough. Kent State looked like pretty good on it. They did not look nearly as dominant as they did on Fracture. Mizzou, Haven, we know they're good on it, and that just proves it.
Yeah, and I think part of it probably also has to do with the meta. You have this new Tejo comp that's coming up, and Mizzou probably not as experienced on that. This just goes back to their bread and butter. What they were playing last semester, this like old tried and true meta composition, and especially with all that experience on this map, Mizzou very much in their element on map 2. And we are going to be heading to a quick break before we come back for our Decider map 3. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Mizzou fight back in Haven to take us to a third and final map. We are on Pearl. Mizzou definitely have seen some reps on this map. We've seen a lot of success on it. When a lot of teams kind of aren't expecting their composition, they like to run quite a unique one, and I'm excited to see if they do it again.
Yeah, I think I've seen this one in the past. They like to run the Yoru here, if I'm not mistaken.
And the Phoenix.
Yeah,
Phoenix, Harbor, Astra. I think
some
Astra.
very interesting stuff here. Obviously, we'll see if the new meta changes with the new agents come into play here. I'm just see. We haven't seen her today, but we did see some Vise the
I don't
other
think
night.
This is the map.
Probably not, but it would be fun.
Never mind, I lied.
I'm a
In
prophet.
fact, both
Vise
these teams-
Mirror.
Vise Mirror. So it is. Mizzou have decided to change up this comp. I liked their comp before. Unfortunately, the Tejo meta is in. Everyone loves Tejo. I guess this is a Vise map.
Yeah, this
I've
is.
not been, I've not been following kind of the new update with Vise and Tejo on this map. So I guess Vise is.
Yep.
The play here is both these teams are almost running mirror matchups. The only difference is that the initiator for both these teams is going to be a Breach versus that Fade, besides the obviously Tejo mirror matchup.
Yeah, you've also got the Neon for Kent State. They're busting it out once again. We saw this setup with the Tejo and the Vise on Lotus during those NECC qualifiers on Tuesday. But yeah, very interested to see how this plays out on Pearl. Again, I was kind of just wildly hoping for the Vise. I didn't think they'd actually do it, but I guess it's good here.
I could see why. There's a lot of those angles that he can kind of clear out, especially with the rockets, the missiles. That can be very powerful. So taking a lot of space down by B long. So I think that's going to be the go sign for Mizzou that, hey, probably going to be on this A site. That it is. Dahlia. Respecting the space. Respecting the sheer number of people that Kent State has. They're making their way down. Waiting for this team to arrive. There's a Fade right next to you. Right next to him. He spots it,
Ooh.
but it's a trade of dinks. Waiter with the Rockets finds two, actually.
Locating targets.
Yeah, Tejo just really strong. A lot of players have expressed some frustration at some of these abilities, specifically those rockets, the amount of damage they can do.
And a nice shot. There is the spike, the tap. They just don't have time. They really just have to stick this. They run into it. They did get it to half, but Swaggy finds two. Will fall to the spike. There's not really a point in saving just a ghost.
Yep, all 10 players go down that round, but Kent State comes up on top in the pistol exchange, and we'll see how both teams decide to operate these comps once again. This is actually the first round, the first map of the day where Mizzou has started off on defense, interestingly enough. And we are going to see the old Marshall Menace once again. Panda picking that up.
Yeah, has the Marshall again. Has seen a lot of success with it as well. That C's will find Waiter down very, very low. GPL falling as well. Dahlia behind this box. Waiting to see, playing off a teammate. Waiter with the shorty up close. The spam through can't quite find him. Although he is quite low, and unfortunately I think that will. Yeah, and there's going to be all the util, forcing him all the way back. Thinking about sending his own missiles out. Nice shot there. Medalia will find one. And nice shot from Panda, finds one as well, down to 2 HP. No stars to work with. The Guardian are not landing today. E-Dog in the razor wire. Nice shot. Panda
Ooh.
with the right clicks finds 3 for himself. And now it's a 1v2 with 20 seconds left.
Oh,
he spots him. He's waiting. Both these members are pretty low. Sends the flash.
Right there.
Sees where he is. They get the upgrade, and Mizzou They get the thrifty.
Wow, just some insane plays from Panda there. The Martial Menace strikes again. He gets that one headshot and then finishes things up with the classic. 3 kills there, sets up the 4th for the finish by B-Dog, and really great way to deny the bonus round here for Mizzou.
Now we wait.
And yeah,
Really, really big play there from Mizzou all around, especially Panda. Those right clicks are
Yeah.
sometimes devastating.
no, the classic is, I mean,
Free.
That's
It's
a free gun?
It's free. You get it every round.
Oh, he spots one
Ooh,
out,
spots
not able
one.
to get it.
Can't land the shot. The
he's
Rocket's
in
in
a-
the back.
He's in a bit of a bad spot right now, but he's got reinforcements now, so.
Send some shots through. No one.
Yeah, Kent
He
State
was-
doubling back right now, heading back through their own spawn, looking to be going for a bit of a mid push. They're going to leave that fade over there for the lurk, however.
Ooh, spots 1, spots 2 will fall. Panda not lucky this time. And neither
That's a kill.
is Adalia, but Waiter, trying to answer back, finds something in return. Tough situation. 3 versus 4. And this fade is all the way back. Deep in A. Gets that gun upgrade. Might scout out B-Dog if he's not careful. Waiter spots 1.
Yeah, Kent State has the man advantage,
seconds left.
but they're playing so slow on this plant.
Spike
The Aftershock not in the correct position to deny that.
Can't find these members just yet. Gotta be careful. That fade, a good timing on the B-Dog. That's going to make this quite difficult. 4 versus 2 for Mizzou, and
Drone going
do
out.
they go for it? It's tough. You have a drone. You get a scout, and GPL will go ahead and capitalize off it, find that, but it's a difficult crossfire as both of these members are in quite tricky corners. KSU thrifty back.
Yeah, not a bonus round, but Kent State ends up picking up their round 3 after winning the pistol. So both teams about even on economy. A little bit more spread out on the side of Mizzou, and they're not going to go for a full buy here. Got a Sheriff on GPL, some classics, couple Vandals. Meanwhile, it is going to be a full buy -1 on the Kent State side. So see what Mizzou wants to go for here. It's looking like a 5-man push onto A for Kent State.
Yeah, looking like it. A lot of members for Kent State over on this site. Mizzou back again onto pistols.
Face your fear.
Nightfall.
Here goes the night. Yeah.
Well, Panda though, good shot there, good timing. Finds one, will fall. Rifle there if GPL can grab it, and fortunately, was not able to during the dash. Wrong time to reload, will fall as well. KSU also investing that Armageddon.
An interesting
too big.
spot.
2 big ultimates, pushes back Mizzou off of these angles.
planted.
Oh, this might find a kill. That it does. Nice util usage here from Mizzou to make it a 3 versus 3. Adalia trying to slip their way towards this back. A good drone though from KSU will scout out the rest of Mizzou. Abilities back online now. Tremor towards the back. Not gonna find much. Another Sun rocket onto this bomb. A nice shot there from B-Dog. Waiter able to find another. He's just got to cover for his teammate.
Last
And
player standing.
that he
Ooh.
does post-mortem. Mizzou will answer back and tie things up. Thrifty, thrifty, thrifty.
Yeah.
Arms are heavy enough.
Close match. Spike 2 seconds away from going off there, but yeah, you see that Teho util trade, and both teams using it to its fullest extent. Kent State does a good job trying to stall that spike out, but in the end, it's the Rockets from Waiter that end up claiming his equal and breaking that site open to allow for that defuse there. So Mizzou going to be tying things up here. They're going to be able to go for a full buy, and Kent State now on the back foot in terms of credits.
Definitely. Definitely. Mizzou hopefully are able to pick up a round that's not a thrifty. Kent State hoping to keep that train going.
Some spray through the smoke right now. I think that found a little bit of damage onto the Vise. She does have that Garden available. Very powerful ult. Oh, here comes Mizzou's Armageddon.
Mizzou's Armageddon. B-Dog finds 2 at the end.
Wow, that just forces everybody out into the open, and it's just a shooting gallery for the other members of Mizzou.
Nice shot, nice play, nice flash. Adalia, clean with it. Mizzou finally able to answer back.
Yeah, really nice plays across the board. Mizzou still has ultimates to work with as well. They've got that Rolling Thunder and the Astral Divide. On the other side, you have that Vise ultimate, as well as a wall of their own for Kent State. And yeah, we'll see how these teams decide to leverage these tools. It's going to be a full buy, full rifles for both sides.
Full rifles for both sides. First time we've seen this whole game. 2 ultis on both sides. Both the walls. We got the Garden online here for Kent State, and Mizzou has the Rolling Thunder. Spots 1, but Panda can't land the shots. Fade. And the 1 HP. Unfortunate for Panda. Dahlia is taken low. The fake smoke. The shots finally able to land something back. Vice for Vice.
Yeah, Swaggy's been struggling a little bit on this Vice. He's been able to get this ultimate online pretty quickly, but the util hasn't really been there. And on the opposite side, very good plays for Mizzou with that Vise. You've seen a lot of good flash setups, the Razor Wire denying a lot of space, and overall Mizzou looking a lot more comfortable operating this fairly new Sentinel.
Yeah, looking a lot better. Adelia has said that they've put in quite a few games in them, just with solo queue and whatnot. I'm sure they've been running
30 seconds.
Vise on some scrims. Potentially might see it more as the season progresses. Adelia also 1 away from their own Garden, and that would be quite the piece to have for this retake. Unfortunately,
Ooh, there come the missiles.
very good use of util means that Adelia is forced way out into the open and is going to get stunned up here. Waiter gets a kill for themselves, and if Adelia can stall long enough, KSU, they just don't get the plant in time. They just
Wow.
don't grab the spike. Adelia, nice shot there. Mizzou are trying to get damage done against KSU's economy.
We're really getting the full Teo experience right now, and Kent State is not a big fan of it, as they are going to be they're going to be going for that tactical pause right now, trying to figure out what's going wrong and how they can fix things.
Yeah, that just felt like an absolute misplay. They had time. Spike obviously gets dropped from the Tejo explosive, able to find that, but they just don't grab it. They just don't have the time to grab it, and they just lose out on time in a very winnable situation. It felt like they were getting stalled, slowed so much. And then at that end, they just kind of threw it, really felt like. So I think this timeout here is to try to reset the mental here and try to figure out what's going wrong. Mizzou has been playing very well. They've claimed these last 2 rounds. The thrifties back and forth towards the earlier rounds were a little bit unprecedented to say, but I feel like they've started to get their footing, and they just haven't really dropped any rounds since, and they've really started to get that lead and snowballing it.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw the Teo mirror on map 1, and Kent State looked a lot better in that, but it's honestly started to seem like that may have just been a map-specific strategy, as they've not really had the coordination down, whereas Mizzou is playing a lot better around Teo's ability to stall out the objective. And Kent State has just not been, they've both not been responding to it properly and not been utilizing it to its fullest extent.
Kent State going for a weird half buy, full buy. I saw most people have rifles. There was a couple of sheriffs. Interesting situation. I think they're kind of playing around the fact that Adalia has this Garden.
Oh boy.
Adapt or die! I'm pissed.
Oh,
The Sparkle Fingers.
Kent State's Neon is a little angry. They get spotted out. And I think we're going to see Mizzou's own Garden here come out in just a second once everybody's ready. They've got the wall. They've got the breach ult to work with too. There's going to be that wall to trade 1-for-1. The breach ult as well. They're investing a lot here to try to take this. The stun towards the back, and we'll find one. Little Chad able to find one though, but B-Dog answered back. Onto the spike. It's trying to get half of that. They will.
Oh, the
But
missiles!
that's that Teo stall, and now B-Dog 8 HP.
Oh, he accidentally walks back into it as well, yeah.
No time on the clock. He's got to find these players, and he cannot. KSU, the pause working out very well in their favor. They will finally pick up a round.
Yeah, and it's expensive one for them. However, they do invest the Garden and the Overdrive from Neon. Mizzou using a couple ultimates of their own, throwing in the Rolling Thunder and the Astral Divide, however. So it's a pretty even trade across the board. Both teams have one ultimate to work with. Mizzou does have that Garden, a pretty powerful tool for them to work with. And we'll see. Kent State looks like they're going to be pushing up mid this time.
Looking like it. Nice shot, GPL. Finds the Vice. Big investment the last round. Mizzou burning 2 ultimates. Rolling Thunder, a really, really expensive, really big one. Very unfortunate to lose that.
Yeah, you see them burn that Tejo drone, though. They thought maybe more players were with that Vise.
Nearly on the site. Waiting.
Yeah, just waiting for the rest of the team to get over here before pulling the trigger on that ultimate.
Will get used. I don't think we'll find anyone. Potentially it finds, actually it finds Rise. But Rise with a classic finds 2. Finally shut down. B-Dog makes sure of it. But that's all up to B-Dog in a 1v2. The wall goes up. This is a very difficult situation. Spike on the other side of it. Jumps on through, but
Oof.
just a very difficult crossfire setup there. KSU 4-4 now.
Yeah, tied game. And you invest that Garden in there. Not a great situation for Mizzou. They're losing their economy. They're going to have to go in with a little bit of light spending here. Thankfully, they are running that Jet, so they are going to have the knives available for this round. And you can see GPL is only hovering a Sheriff, so probably going to be pulling those knives out.
I think it's a good use here. These knives, they are essentially a free rifle, and on these eco rounds here from Mizzou, Alia is just gonna have to deal with everything. There's so much util. Finds one, a nice shot, but unfortunately is not long for this world.
Dahlia, it's not the first time he's been stuck in that corner and just had all the util in the world thrown at him, but he's able to get one for his troubles at least.
It's good to at least pick up one in that situation. It's such a difficult situation to be. Knives are just wide. They're all
my
gone.
God.
GPL, you hate to see it.
One suppressed.
He will spot out the fade with the old crab drone, but
Maybe. Nice shot there. Waiter finds another.
yeah, Raincoat grabs 2 before falling himself, though, and it's a 2v2. Spike's not in a great position, and Waiter,
All missiles away.
It was going to be that
he doesn't spot out
Armageddon.
Chad.
And unfortunately, Mizzou now are the ones to fall. KSU back in the lead.
Yeah, I really don't like that use of the Armageddon. It was not in a good position, and it's just not the strongest tool for a retake, I don't think, especially when the Spike's out in the open like that, but definitely not in a great position to clear out that little cubby where Chad was hiding. So Mizzou not going to win that eco round. They're going to go for a little bit of a half eco right now. Going to have a couple snipers. We've got the double Martial Menace this time around, and Kent State, they have a lead.
They've got a lead. Mizzou trying to upset this round here. Got a couple half buys. Pretty close to a couple big ultimates as well. No one on either team having ultimates right now.
GPL has a pretty good sight line.
Nice. GPL able to pick up that and gets away to safety as well. Now GPL. Oh, catches. I think that might have been a collateral as two members for KSU are low and B-Dog capitalizes on them both. KSU now finding another. Makes it 3 versus 2. Rockets away. Saw the plant. Drone as well. Oh. Unfortunately, Adalia going for a play. They scout out both of them. They're both suppressed. No abilities to work with.
I think they have a good idea of where they are now, too, and Panda has them pinned in the corner with this Marshall.
Panda,
30 seconds
the
left.
angle, he gets a tag. Takes him almost to his death. Oh, the shots don't land. Pulls out the pistol. The shots through the smoke. They're not landing just yet. 15
himself a little bit of
seconds.
an upgrade.
Shots through. The tap once again. Both these members of Mizzou half HP. KSU also half. No time. The shot misses. 5 seconds. Panda, you've got to go. You've got to swing.
Planted.
The spike is planted. The shot missed. The right click. 8 bullets. Can he find it? The jump. Panda can't find it. KSU.
I think Mizzou played that a little too passive. They had to have known that Chad had to go for that for the plant, and they just don't capitalize on that last member soon enough. And full rifles on both sides, so Mizzou no longer in an economy deficit, but they are going to have to win this next one, or else they are going to be in a bit of a tough spot. 4-6, Kent State over Mizzou right now.
They've got rifles. Prowler scouts out Panda, and a lot of util dumped onto Panda, but he gets away. Rockets out from Mizzou now as well. The pool will not collect anybody. Mizzou sitting on 2 ultimates. B-Dog. Seeing if anyone's over here. We'll tag. GPL though. We'll get tagged as well. We'll fall. Literal Chad for KSU will collect that one. And now onto the backside. B-Dog gets detained. Finds the first. Stuck in a corner. Finds the second. Rolling Thunder now available. Armageddon invested as well here from Mizzou. Panda's able to find another.
Round B.
Swaggy finds 2 themselves. It's now a 2 versus 2. 1 versus 1. And the last one, literal Chad once again.
Oh, and that's such an expensive fight for Mizzou. They dropped the Armageddon and Rolling Thunder in there. Yeah, whatever Kent State's coach said during that pause seems to be working, because they have been on a tear since then. 3-round lead now for them, and heading into the last round of Mizzou's defense. They're not even going to be able to have enough credits to have a full buy here. Not the best position to be in. Only ultimate available is going to be that Astral Divide, and you've got a Garden on the other side.
Yeah, tough situation here. Mizzou, they were doing so well in that pause. You're right. KSU has really come out swinging after that pause. 7-4 now. Looking for their 8th. Looking to go into this half with a good lead. And they've got the ultimates to do it this round. Mizzou invested so heavily that last round and just couldn't collect it. The Astra here for KSU has been so pivotal in picking up these rounds. Nice shot there, Fragger Dragon. He doesn't care that he loses a rifle. Go ahead and pick up a Vandal as well. Spike will get planted. That wall helps a lot. Makes this retake very difficult. A flash. Fortunately, GPL will get fully tagged by that. However, Ardelia finds 2, drops the Garden. Literal Chad with just a classic. Don't let him do it again.
Yeah, that got a little scary towards the end, but Mizzou will dump in whatever tools they have. Last round, just pretty much use everything you've got. Garden at the end helps clean things up, and Mizzou able to cut the lead down to 2 as they head on to their offense. And it's An
Definitely.
interesting map so far. These compositions are really not what we're used to seeing so far. It's a very new meta strategy with this Vise and Tejo. And honestly, one of the more interesting things is how it's not really been centered around the duelists to be the ones breaking things open and getting kills. We're actually seeing both the Neon and the Jet for each team near the bottom of their respective kill feeds. So interested to see what adaptions both teams have going into this next half. Mizzou on offense.
The Haunt, I think, will tag one.
Yep, Mizzou just looking, pushing up towards A site right now. They're going to grab this ult orb for Wader on the tail.
Playing slow. Plenty of time to work with right now on the clock. Dahlia slowly making his way over. Some shots through. Nothing too much just yet.
Yeah, the rest of the
Retrieving flash.
team looks like they're going to be regrouping towards their own spawn and going for a push up mid. That Astra is on the flank towards B site. Panda looking to see what he can get there. But it is going to be Chad picking up first blood. GPL goes down.
Panda needs to find these. Finds the first after a little bit. Little rough shooting there, but Adalia claims Raincoat. Now in the back, Wader finds the trade onto B-Dog. Oh, unfortunately, just wrong timing there. Spike down out in the open. Panda will collect it. Panda should get this spike down, and that he will. However, suppressed. Location revealed. He's holding and wait. Adalia, full HP Ghost,
Yeah,
and
not
a
holding
shield.
the right angle. I think they know where both these players are now. Adelia's got a pretty good crossfire.
Panda down so low, though. KSU. Dahlia just waiting for any sort of noise. Playing off of his teammate. Unfortunately, just can't. Literal Chad with another 3K at the end. KSU will claim pistol. Unfortunate round there for Mizzou.
Yeah, low HP bars for those two remaining players, but Mizzou not able to clean it up in the end. I think Adalia just kind of swings out a little too early there and gets caught out by the Astra watching the flank. And Chad, 17 kills in this round, topping the leaderboard for his team and the match as a whole. Mizzou, what do they have planned for the eco round here? Looks like they are going to be moving towards B site.
Gonna try to do what they did and collect these thrifty rounds. We'll see if it pays fruit. It's dividend here. Fruit of their labor here. Trying to bring back this round. KSU, they don't want to lose. They don't want to give these 50 rounds away if they don't have to. Nice play by B-Dog. Gets that wall out of KSU's advice. GPL and the team making their way back over towards mid. They're leaving Panda still over by that B site. 50 seconds. They've got time, but they don't have an infinite amount. Stun goes out. Nice shot there from Raincoat. GPL, the first one down. Haunt goes out. Wader gets scanned. So much stall. This Teo is delaying very, very well.
30 seconds left.
Shots through. The swing, once again, Raincoat will take the head off of another member. Adalia, next up onto the chopping block. B-Dog trying to find a shot. Can't just yet. Panda,
Martial
the
Menace.
Martial Menace, will find one. But Raincoat with 4. No more 50s. Mizzou will not be able to claim that. KSU one away from double digits.
Yeah, 4-round lead for Kent State right now. Not looking too hot for Mizzou. They're going for a full buy. Gotta get this anti-eco or the anti-bonus here. And it looks like they're going to be posturing for a full hit onto A, potentially. But Kent State, they've been doing a pretty good job so far working the angles on this defense and preventing Mizzou from really getting a foothold onto any of these sites.
Trying to make their way up towards A. All 5 members of Mizzou poised and ready. GPL out onto site. Is getting tagged. Is going to get seized as well. The haunt into the middle. The jump in from Raincoat. I don't think he's expecting GPL up there. Meanwhile, B-Dog able to find one as well. And Mizzou were able to find themselves a plant. Waiter sends out the shots. GPL able to cover for Waiter as he is concussed. GPL holding on to this dash. Unfortunately will fall, but B-Dog there for a trade. Literal Chad with this Bulldog. Very dangerous player right now. Had a lot of these clutches.
Mizzou's got all the angles in the world, though. Waiter's going for this flank right now.
Oh, Panda, this is a good timing. He hears, he knows, he finds it. Mizzou
Panda.
will not lose their bonus, or the bonus. They will win the bonus round. Mizzou will claim that. No KSU will collect. KSU will not collect the bonus round, but everyone will be able to pull back.
I gotta visit the Astral to play
Yep.
some stars.
Mizzou also not losing too many members there, so they're just going to be able to hold on to these guns from the last round. Pretty good shape economy-wise. Kent State, they're going for a full buy, but they don't have much to spend beyond that. So going to be a rifle mirror here. But whichever team comes out on top on this one is going to have a significant economy advantage heading into the next round. Mizzou moving up towards A site right now. Get some spam through.
Smokes go out.
Yeah, almost takes
GPL.
out that fade.
The dash, yeah, they almost find Fade. That would have been a big pickup here. Rockets out as well. Flash towards the back of sight. The pool will not find the right target. Mizzou will get spiked down. So much util. GPL not hit by any of it. Trying to find it. Gets a tag through the wall. Will not be able to claim that. GPL still stuck in the corner. Has a shorty. Waiter, the first one to find something. GPL will find the next. GPL will find 2. Has the dash reset. Cannot get it off. Chad will find that. 2 versus 4. And with this Armageddon online from Mizzou, surely it's all but theirs.
Yeah, I mean, Waiter's just got the missiles available. He's not even going to need to throw in his ult for that.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, they're not even going to use it. The KSU Fade will run for the hills. Mizzou will collect their 7th. KSU now going to be onto an eco.
Yeah, not really sure how it happened there, but pretty much just the entirety of the Kent State team gets forced into that backside angle behind A. I think it was just good utilization by Mizzou, but they're just not able to take any sort of flank or crossfire angle. And Mizzou, it's just basically just 2 teams shooting at each other in a straight line, and with the spike planted and on their side, Kent State has to cross into Mizzou's territory, and the util advantage is just firmly in Mizzou's hand there. Really good outplay there. Gonna see Mizzou moving over onto the opposite site this time around. All 5 members heading up this way. I think they know Kent State is a little worse for wear in terms of weapons. Mizzou has ultimates to work with if they need it. They bait out that shear. Razor Wire is going to go down as well for Mizzou. They're going to bait out the haunt as well.
Yeah, a lot of util. So many Razor Vines set up here. Stalling out Mizzou. A lot of members here, all 5. A minute left. They've got 3 ultimates to work with. Bladestorm probably not going to be one of those, as Dragon Adelia finds the first 2 big kills. The wall was triggered on that flank as well, so they're just setting up that flash on their B-Dog. Now able to find one for themselves, and Mizzou should have this one in the bag as it's a 2 versus 5. Unless the Bucky goes crazy. Finds one. Bucky watch.
Bucky watch.
Waiter through that. We'll find the last, and Mizzou will make this a 1-round game.
Yeah, and KSU, they go for the save round there, so they're going to have money to work with. But Mizzou, not even having to invest a single ultimate into that round is really, really nice. They just kind of picked Kent State apart piece by piece and not really expending much in order to do so. They only lose one member, and looking better here. They've cut the lead all the way down to 1, 8-9 right now. So Mizzou overall looking a lot better on this attacking side.
Mizzou.
They're going to get the suppress onto the Astra. They know where she's playing now. And well, this mid push, it's coming fast.
Ooh. CVAL falls and B-Dog falls too. Raincoat investing the Nightfall, not finding anyone. Mizzou evened it up 3-3 now.
You know, they're just going to be doubling back through this spawn corridor. Looking like they want to head maybe over to B on that long angle. Still some of that Vise utility set up over there, but no Vise on the table, so that site should be open for the taking. Astral Divide comes through for Mizzou. Also going to grab that ult orb for their own Vise, inching closer to that garden.
They will get that plant down, and they will have that garden for this post plant. All 3 ultimates available, 1 used. Panda, this timing is very scary as there is that Neon right there. Neon will go ahead and make their way in. A good stun. The dash, but Waiter collects it. KSU now, surely they know that this...
Hey, this is such a nasty angle.
The pool will get them off of that spike. Back on once again now the Tejo. They will get it, I think, to half, but Waiter will claim a third. And that will be an easy pickup there for Panda. Mizzou tie it all up.
Yeah, you see what happens when that Vise goes down. You don't have that util to deny that B site. It's just free for the taking for Mizzou, and they're able to drop that Astral Divide in, gets them a free plant, and with the post-plant angle, they're able to play with the Tejo. It's just infinite stall. The Astra you see as well, just with the pull, able to knock them off the spike as well. And really rough situation for Kent State to find themselves in, and Mizzou, with a series of round wins, has tied up the score. They were facing a 5-round deficit earlier in this match, and now they've managed to work their way back up to a tied game, 9-9 here. And now looking at an A push potentially. Only 1 member holding down this site right now, and Adelia not able to get the timing. Raincoat has been so clean on these 1v1s. But the rest of Mizzou is going to be able to move in onto this A site.
They will get the plant as well. Tail rockets will be used, but it's a little too late. Flash now finds one, but unfortunately will not find kill. GPL. A lot of util being used from the Astra here. It's going to pull B-Dog into the center. Vulnerable now. Looking for these frags. Now we see that wall divided here from KSU. Swaggy able to find one. Raincoat able to find another. Make that 3. All up to GPL with the knives, and Raincoat with 4. KSU take the lead right on back.
Yeah, that was an interesting use of the Blade Storm. I'm not really sure what GPL was trying to get there, but did not work. Still, Mizzou has 3 ultimates ready to go. They're able to get the Astral Divide out from Kent State that round, but they are still going to be playing into that overdrive. Kent State also very close to all 3 of their other ultimates apart from that Astral Divide, which is spent last round. And Mizzou going to be headed into another rifle mirror. Both teams pretty much even on economy, slight advantage in favor of Mizzou, but really, this is what happens when you got a very close game. It's going to be a full B push. Just going to have to bait out this Vise util again. We see quick missiles come through. Ooh, there goes the garden.
Garden out.
I think Mizzou's... I'm not sure if they actually caught anybody with that.
I don't think they did. Mizzou, oh, that really good Vise wall finds Wader. Panda next to fall. Literal Chad finding that. GPL in the back. Needs to go big, and he can't. He only gets a dink, and now it's Adalia versus the world.
Ooh.
KSU. They go to 11. Mizzou, I don't know how their money's looking right now.
Ooh, they're going to have enough to spend this round, but they really got to win this one. And I mean, they're going to invest all they have. You do not want to be going to match point here if you can afford it. And well, they certainly have the credits to afford it.
This is such a tough situation right now for Mizzou. Multiple ultimates up here for both these teams, but KSU is so close to 2 more that Mizzou is not really there. I don't know if we're going to see a couple of these ultimates for the rest of the game on the side of Mizzou unless someone really goes crazy.
Yeah, I think Mizzou just needs to play with confidence. They can't let the pressure get to them here. They need to be playing with that same confidence that's gotten.
Vise tagged low from Mizzou through that smoke. Armageddon here online for Wader. Could be a good tool for an exec. Panda finds Raincoat. That's the big pick.
That's a really big pick. I mean, that's been an impact player for Kent State.
Oh, this
so far
flank.
today.
There's a Neon right behind them. I
Oh,
think
dear.
they know.
Adelia
Is
knows.
it going to find any value? It's so close it will. It will find 1, but only 1. Wader able to find 2. Big pickups here for Wader.
Oh, and all members of Kent State are on B, and Mizzou, they're just going to full sprint over, all members of Kent State are on A, and Mizzou's just going to full sprint over to B. This is wide open. There's no Vise.
And they're grabbing an orb as well. That'll put them 1 away after this plant from ultimate. I don't know. Gonna give it over to Tejo, actually. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. I think you feed it over to Panda, knowing that he is only 2 away.
Taking that back.
Literal Chad finds 1.
Oh, he's so low, though.
So low. Oh, sneaks away. But is alive.
No charges left.
GPL
One enemy
does get
remaining.
stunned.
Astra
It's
for
all
Astra.
up to Rise here.
Last player
And he
standing.
makes it a 1v1. The Rolling Thunder here. That's going to be the Armageddon against B-Dog, and he will fall. Does he stall enough time? I don't think he stalled enough time. Well, it'll be close.
Oh, 0.03!
Oh, B-Dog is... Ooh.
I don't think I've ever seen it closer than that. I mean, that...
B-Dog is signed... That is a sigh of relief for
Holy...
B-Dog. That would put Mizzou on match series point here, game number 3, with little to no credits available.
Yeah.
They keep it alive for another round. They get Mizzou that much closer. KSU not on to map point.
And that's a really big setback for Kent State. I mean, you throw in the Armageddon. You're down on credits now. If Mizzou takes this one, it could spiral.
It could. 3 ultimates available, though, for KSU still. Mizzou, they did burn the Rolling Thunder for
Raincoat.
for the win, and I think they needed to. Oh,
see
they
the
saw
gun.
him. Wait,
Wait, did they?
GPL. I don't think GPL saw him.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. This could be catastrophic, and it is. Raincoat
shut him
finds
down.
2. Panda takes
for
them
1.
down, but the damage is done. I thought he saw
Still,
the
Raincoat
barrel.
had that Nightfall, so you did take that off the table. Mizzou still has 2 ultimates to work with. They're playing into this Garden in overdrive. 3v4 situation right now, though. Mizzou is pushing deep down mid right now.
Yeah, deep, almost into defender spawn if they go towards the sewer, but they're not. They're making their way over towards A.
30
Connector
seconds
through
left.
link. There's
With that
3 members here, 2 members, and a very quick rotate. Waiter is going to get this spike down. Oh, unfortunately, will fall. And Mizzou, they've got to run. They lose their weapons. They're jammed. Panda doesn't have that with 8 HP. Adelia does. He will be able to find something. The Neon through the smoke will fall, looking for something. Panda just trying to stay alive. Adelia finds 2 to make this a 2 versus 2. Both these members of Mizzou very low. They've got the Astral Wall, though. If they want to use it, they need to find this. Adalia needs this kill. He finds it. And now there's just 1 left for KSU. Panda playing his life, trying to stall this out. And he will for just a little bit. But I think that's the time.
Yep.
The damage is done. Mizzou sneak it out after a disastrous opening.
Wow. 11-11 right now. After 2 very one-sided maps for either team, this one is coming down to the wire. Both teams pretty much equal situation in terms of economy and ultimates. Kensei has a little bit more to work with. They've got the Nightfall, the wall, and the overdrive. Mizzou working with that wall and the Armageddon. But oh boy, this has been an exciting one.
This is such a close game. The Haunt will get destroyed. Both of these teams, this is the round. Whoever wins this, I feel like, wins the match. Mizzou, 2 ultimates available. KSU still have 3. That Vice, still Garden was invested. That's a big one. Nightfall going to be used now. That's going to tag 4 members of Mizzou. Mizzou, 2 fall. Swaggy, Raze find theirs. Spike not down. Neon is very angry. Swaggy finds another, and Panda is shortly thereafter. Mizzou now on their last breath here.
It's a lot invested for Kent State, and Mizzou just needs to take the round to send it into overtime, but they do not have money to work with. It is looking really bad for them right now. They're going to be able to have 1 Vandal, a couple Guardians, and of course, the Martial Menace. Can the Martial Menace send them into overtime? They're playing into a full buy for Kent State. They have ultimates to work with, but this is going to be tough.
This is going to be tough. This is the last round of regulation. Panda, the timing, the smoke goes up. They hear the shots. They see them. The damage. Panda gets a body shot. Adalia falls right behind him. GPL with that Vandal able to pick up 1. I don't know if they can get that. If they do, they grab the upgrade as well.
3v4 situation.
But no smokes. They lose an ultimate. It's tough. They see the jump peak. They're dashing out on the site. GPL next to fall. Armageddon still up. Up close. A good flash. Up close though. B-Dog. The hero we need. But not the hero that we get. KSU take it in regulation 13-11.
Yeah, really close series right there, and Mizzou kind of kicking themselves, I would imagine. I mean, there's a lot of rounds there that were winnable, but a lot of small mistakes that added up over the course. Still, I think they looked a lot better on that Tejo comp compared to map 1. Obviously, that map is an entirely different story. They've got to figure out what went wrong there, but yeah, that last one, a bit of a heartbreaker. Mizzou definitely wishing they could do some things differently there.
Definitely. I mean, a couple of clutch plays, just so many 1v1s that could go the other way. Mizzou are looking at, taking this series with a couple of rounds, but just, it's so close. Just game of inches, game of milliseconds. We saw that one round.
The 0.03. That's
seconds.
That was insane.
0.03 seconds. Yeah, insane how close these rounds are and how close that Valorant can be sometimes, but fortunately for Mizzou, not close enough this time.
Yeah, just really unfortunate series of events there.
Yeah, but that's going to be it for us tonight. We will catch you all later. Don't worry, because we do have more games upcoming this week. On Saturday, we've got Valorant at 3 p.m. with the Game Changers team. So be there and watch that and support them. But that's it for us tonight. Take care and see you later.